Hiya crafters, Amy here with amyswares, and today I have a funny, snarky, stenciled card. Now to start, I'm going to show you this 3x6 that's new to the shop. It's called Erratic Harlequin, and I am going to use the scratch of pattern paper as well. I have some little ink pads from Catherine Pooler. I'm going to do some simple ink blending, and then I will also bring in some other stencils from the new release. So here's a photo of the finished card to show you the direction that we're headed. But here's the inside. It's full of snark, nice and fun. And I got to use some of my new goodies. So these are part of the April release at A Colorful Life Designs. There's actually two separate master creator bundles. So she grouped all these awesome geometric stencils in one, so you can get them grouped together for 20% off if you want them all. Or you can get the snarky sentiments, which you'll see one of them in a little bit here, all grouped together, and you can also get those for 20% off. Now, in addition to this, depending on when this airs, the very first week of the release in April, she's also bundling the 12 new card bling colors as well for 20% off. So lots of bundles, lots of ways to save. And the cool thing about the card bling is you can use my coupon on top of that as well. So you can't use my coupon on top of the stencil bundles, but you can for the card bling. So if you're able to catch that sale in the first week, then good on you, because it's a really good deal. Now, this is just a fun way to use up some scraps. I'm sure you guys have many of them like I do, and I use this cool stitched die. If I can find it, I will link it below with all the other products. But I basically just wanted to make a band to go across the front of the card. So it's got that wow, I can talk today. That cool stitched edge. And then I'm going to basically figure out where I want to do this stenciling. But I decided to do the inside first. This whole stencil, it's called 0 Stars. It's so funny. It's a 6x9. So it's got, adulting, peopling, things like that. And then on the bottom, it has the 0 Stars, do not recommend. So hilarious. One of many of the funny, snarky stencils that will allow you to kind of put a sentiment on a card if you don't feel like stamping. So I decided to start with the inside of the card here before I added any bulk or dimension, and I'm going to do that ink blending right on the inside. I was trying to line it up evenly. You'll probably notice I was a little bit off to the side. I was off my game that day, but whatever. It's a handmade card. It doesn't have to be perfect, right? So I'm doing some ink blending. I have my small blending brushes from Altenew, and you can see how crisp and clean this ink blended and created a sentiment for the inside of my card. So 0 Stars, do not recommend. Now I'll go back to the front of the card here. And again, I'm just going to kind of line this up initially, but not attach it down yet, and then figure out where I want to put the other sentiment. So I'm going to go with adulting. So adulting, 0 Stars, do not recommend. And I'm just using that white space on the lower right portion of my card base. And then once I'm done with that, then I'll be able to go in and attach that stenciled panel back onto the front of the card. So I'm using the same green color that I did on the inside. Now this would work great obviously for a masculine card or for anyone. So that's the great thing about all these geometric ones. I know a lot of people struggle with masculine cards, and it really, you don't have to struggle. Just pick some of their favorite colors and create a geometric background with a stencil. It's really that simple. And then in this case, you get the added bonus of using up some paper scraps. So maybe you have some colored cardstock you don't know what to do with, or maybe some pattern paper scraps. You can use them in this way just to kind of add a pop of color. Or maybe you don't like the design, it's kind of an ugly pattern paper. Then you can stencil over it and totally change the look. So here I'm popping that up with some dimension here. Now here is the card bling. There are 12 new colors in the shop this month, and they are totally my jam. They're absolutely gorgeous. I'll try and link below the video where you can see a showcase of all the 12 new colors. But they are just gorgeous. And I have these containers that I got from Amazon which hold them perfectly. I just kind of hold them up and figure out which one is going to go best with the design. There's some green ones here that will work great for the light and dark. I could also go neutral, but I think I ended up going with these two. So I have Opalescent Margarita and Satin Matte. It pulled it away too fast. Sorry. I don't know. I'll link it below. But I decided to use a smattering of both colors just since I had both colors on the design. And this is a fun, optional step. Or you could just use one color of bling. But I like to lay them down in odd numbers across the composition Just going to use some liquid glue and my jewel picker tool to lay that down. But that's basically going to finish the design. So super easy, came together quickly. I was able to use up some paper scraps. Now, like I said, be sure to use my coupon if you shop, for one, AmyFan10. Use that at checkout. You can use that for basically everything other than the stencil bundles. So depending on, where in the month you're seeing this, if it's past the card bling bundle first week, you can still get the new colors in the shop. Just use my coupon AmyFan10 and you'll save 10% on your complete order. So thank you so much for spending time with me today. I will catch you next time. Bye.